Now to the latest on the sentencing trial of the Parkland school shooter. It was day 7 of testimonies, and we heard from the man who sold the AR-15 style rifle used in the massacre, as well as the medical examiner. We're being careful about our coverage of this horrific crime, keeping in mind the sensitivities of the families, the survivors, and the community at large. CBS 4's Joan Murray joins us live from Fort Lauderdale with the latest from court. Joan?
Well, it has been another very difficult day for the families of the 17 victims listening to disturbing testimony, and we now know exactly when the shooter bought his weapon and when.
That is the M&P sport rifle.
For a second day, the Parkland shooter's murder weapon takes center stage at his sentencing trial.
We were a licensed firearms dealer.
Michael Morrison sold the shooter the assault rifle a year before the massacre.
And asked him, what are you going to do with the rifle? And the reply was, I go shooting with my friends on the weekends. I just want my own stuff.
The shooter, who's facing either life in prison or a death sentence with a unanimous jury's verdict, filled out the required federal forms before getting the gun.
Have you ever been committed to a mental institution? See instruction for question 11F. He checks no.
Our receipt showed the shooter paid with tax $618. Morrison said the shooter altered the weapon after purchase, adding a bipod stand, a vertical grip to steady the gun, and a sling.
And did you perform an autopsy on a young man named Alex Schachter?
I did.
Okay.
The shooter killed 14-year-old Alex Schachter with that gun, his father Max dissolving into tears while the medical examiner described devastating wounds.
So he can't move from that level down.
Okay.
Rebecca McDougal revealed Schachter was likely standing when he was hit, unable to run for cover when rounds of bullets were sprayed into his first-floor classroom.
Over the defense objection, states 17 Z as in zebra for identification will be received as 365.
The shooter's defense team has tried unsuccessfully to limit some of the evidence submitted for the jury to view, such as autopsy photos.
The bullet exited E. It hit the skin and caused an abrasion.
Family members who sit just 25 feet from the shooter listened to difficult details of their deaths.
Okay, and what was the cause of death of Jamie Guttenberg?
Gunshot wound of neck and torso.
Okay.
Now, the case is moving along rather quickly, the prosecutor's case, and that's mainly because defense attorneys have spent very little time questioning the prosecution witnesses, which typically eats up a lot of time. The case will resume in the morning, and then the jury has Thursday and Friday off. Reporting in downtown Fort Lauderdale, Joan Murray, CBS 4 News.
Joan, thank you. And CBS News Miami is streaming the proceedings unedited, gavel to gavel, all week. Watch at your own discretion on CBS News Miami, on Pluto TV, CBSMiami.com, and the CBS News app.